I think we got a little lucky here with the combination of the 2 and the 4 lining right up.
So actually it's only the combination, the rest is pretty much close to the pocket, I would say. Of course the 8 to the 9 is the only time where the cue ball has to travel a lot, but
We got
I would
a
take
huge
it.
area.
So, but combination is always a funny topic. I mean, the good thing is they're close to each other and the angle towards the corner pocket is not big. So making the 4, it's not the problem, but it's always, what does the 2 ball do? So when they are close to each other, the 2 ball always goes actually naturally in the stop shot line. So and then it's all about pace. What pace do you use or what do you want to achieve with the 2? So what I would try is to, get into a cushion and maybe get out a little, not too far, because the pocket is kind of blocked by the 6. So then just, with the speed, you always find it out when you put down the shots and practice it. You can't really tell how hard you're gonna always hit, but it's always by learning and doing. This is what I always do when I do practice sessions. Like put the balls on the table and then try out. So, but what I know for sure is it depends also where she's gonna make the 4. If she cuts it too much, then of course the line changes a little. But if I go with the center of the pocket, the 2 ball should go like kind of that way. And then it's all about speed to either hold it or come out, but I would just try to get it to the cushion and then we do have an easy shot on the 2. So as I said, the 2 ball hits the cushion. It's a little too far, but I can still make the 2 without touching the 6. So let's make a plan. So I could play shape on the 3 to the side. If I land here, I can still shoot it straight because if I hit, here in the side pocket, it still will swallow it. Or I play shape for the corner and then gonna take out the 5. I don't want to, move with the 5. So I might consider to go here and then we have more control about what we're gonna do. And that's actually perfect because we have the angle. Now we have to decide what we're gonna do, if we just draw back or make a stun shot, because when we look at a stun shot, you should never look from the 3. It should be always before the 3 because the cue ball is gonna hit here and then it should avoid the 5 ball.
If we choose that way, we just totally avoid any of this.
Also makes the 5 ball easier because it's right in front of the side pocket. So, next interesting story is what we're gonna do with the 6, how we're gonna play the 6. But the 7 ball sits up quite well there. So what I would do personally, I would think to draw it back to that cushion here. And then just play with a little right hand side, coming 2 reds towards the 7 always. Because I like to go into towards the balls with the cushion. So
inside like the position line of the 7 ball, right?
What you also could do is stop it right there, play the 6 ball, cheat the pocket a little with a stun shot with left hand side.
2 rails?
Yeah, coming like here, and then you also, but this is more crossing it, I would say, because if you hit it too hard, the cue ball can go here. And with the other example, you always go towards the 7 ball. So that's why I would say it's more safe to play it from here.
And also that way we just kind of have to roll the cue ball, which just makes...
Yeah, it's more natural.
Yeah, and the feeling, you just usually players just have a better feeling of just rolling with the cue ball. So I just aim to get like a diamond or 2 out of the rail towards the 7. Don't be afraid of the speed and land on the rail. That would be worst case. That looks pretty perfect.
Yep. Quite straight on the 7 ball. So the most natural way right now is just to maybe cheat the pocket a little, get the cue ball more way of the 8, but then you have a natural angle to play the 8 ball in that corner over the short rail, coming straight down to the 9. So this is the side of the pocket I want to hit. Which I did.
Yeah, so now we just want to land here. Try to go 1 rail. Well, it wasn't quite the plan, to be honest. I hit it a little too low, which like created that angle going backwards. But with those kind of shots, I have to be honest, sometimes it's kind of tricky because on a slick table, if you hit like too much follow, then it's just hard to judge how it gets out, like how you get out straight, since we did not had like such a big of an angle.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree. I know for myself, those shots are never easy, because if you play it as a stun, she played it like a stun follow shot, so that's why she still came here. But if she would have stunned this ball, the angle was like coming here with right hand side. So I think with that position, if she played like a little more follow, because she played it so hard, that means it goes almost like in the natural stop shot line. Because when you play a shot hard, the first thing the cue ball does is going right in the stop shot line at 90 degrees. So if she would have done it with right hand side, I think then she would have come like along the line here. But coming over this side is still okay.
So it actually was my plan on the 8 ball. I just misjudged my tip position on the cue ball.
I mean, you can still go ahead and play it again.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is what you should always do in practice. If you didn't do what you planned to do, then just put up the shot and play it again.
I think that was close. Yep.
Like that. In this angle.
So I think I could do like the same kind of shot, just correct my tip position a little higher on the cue ball, and I should be fine.
Yeah.
That was more of the way I wanted to go, but still, I mean, this 9 ball is fine, and usually like the player would do it, but I could still play it again and really try to hit my target down there to hit the short rail.
I mean, what just happened was she played it hard enough, but on a slick club, when you have a lot of spin on the ball, like top spin, it kind of reverses and then it stops, like it gets slower. This is what happened like here, which you could do when you would see the slow-mo. It kind of, you know, make a reverse thing and then it got slower. That's why it died here. But from the speed she actually played, she should have come here. But on a slick club, this is what you always have to take care of. When you have balls, you know, right in front of the hole, what happens most of the time when you hit it too thick, that the cue ball stops immediately here, where people think it should come over here. So it's always tricky to play on the slick club.
Would you agree this is about the same?
Yeah, like that.
Right, let's go. Let's get it perfect now.
Yep. So she just played it a lot harder. So the cue ball travels longer and
Well, I finally reached it, but definitely with that kind of shot, you could even see I go into the rail, like I make a curve with the follow, but still I first hit the natural stop shot tangent line, and then I got moved forward a little because of the stunned follow. But yeah, I think pretty good shot. A lot of things to learn from.
Yeah.